Over the last month, I've helped my handful of copywriting students close 17 new copywriting clients. Now, these deals range from free trial deals all the way up to $3K per month retainers. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact 5 new outreach strategies that they've been using, that me and my team have been building, that we have yet to release out on organic platforms like Instagram or YouTube. So with all that being said, without any further ado, let's hop right into it. So everybody, this is how I closed over 17 copywriting clients last month. Also, copywriting is oversaturated. How so? When we just got, again, 17 copywriting clients last month. These 5 new outreach methods are responsible for closing 17 clients in 1 month for my students. And my team of 6-figure copywriters and I have been building and refining these outreach systems for our students and have been gatekeeping these methods ever since, until now. So let's hop right into it. First and foremost, I want to go over some commonly asked questions that I'll be answering at the end of this video. Okay, so you're going to have these questions kind of pop up as you're watching them, but I'm going to put them right here because they are going to be addressed. Don't worry. What are the best outreach platforms? How have they been working? So is it Instagram? Is it email? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Facebook? Well, don't worry, because me and my team have collected the data and we know what works best. And it's probably not what you're thinking right now. Now, why do most outreaches get ghosted? So many copywriters come to me on a daily basis saying, Tyson, I'm outreaching, but I'm getting ghosted. I'm outreaching, but I'm getting ghosted. Well, getting ignored or left on seen is common. But if you know how to use the ghost-proof follow-up formula, then you'll be able to respark any conversation. I have a bonus method in this very video that I'll be sharing with you guys that literally 9 times out of 10 recharges a conversation that has gone cold. Next, what are the top outreach tricks that people are using to win? Simple tactics you can employ in order to outreach to get more clients without even having to do any extra work, just being better at outreach to give you more chances of course, making money with copywriting. So what most people get wrong about cold outreach. This is probably just as, if not more important than the right things to do with outreach, because these things are the ones that are going to be holding you back. First and foremost, it's not about finding a client that's never been outreached to. People say this all the time, Tyson, I go on Instagram or go on these platforms to go to outreach to clients, and then I realize these clients are already being followed by other copywriters. So that means they've already been outreached to, so I can't find anybody to be my copywriting client. Well, here's the deal. Most people who are outreaching to these business owners are terrible. They're not using the outreach strategies that I'm showing you in this very video. And they also don't give any value. They just ask and bug and pester, and their outreach is trash. It's more about doing the best outreach that you can, showing people that you are a hard worker, that you're somebody who's dedicated, who's hungry, and you're also skillful and you can make the money. If you prove that to them without a shadow of a doubt, of course, they are going to hire you. It is not a competition of finding a copywriting client that has never been outreached to before. It is more of a competition of who can provide the most value over the longest period of time. And we're going to get over that as we go on. Don't critique what your clients are doing. Just give value. Nobody wants to be told their stuff sucks. Now, I got tons of clients by giving them small critiques. Like, hey, I see that your landing page is doing this one thing. It could convert more if we changed it to do this. Now, this is something that other people have tried to do, but they don't do it as tactfully. I always say, go at it with a compliment sandwich. Say something they did well, say something they could do a little bit better, and say something else they could do well. But, with beginners, it's a little bit tough to do that. So I would say just stay away from critiquing altogether. Just give them a brand new piece of value and don't even mention the stuff that they're already doing. Next is that offer what people need and not what you're good at. Sending emails every time isn't the way. If they already have emails they're sending out, or if they already have an awesome email welcome sequence, why would you go ahead and build them a new email welcome sequence if their first one is probably already performing and already doing what it needs to do? Unless emails is something that you know that they need, then there's no reason to just send that. You want to preferably pick something that they're lacking or they're missing. Maybe they don't have an opt-in page. Maybe they don't have copy on their opt-in page. Maybe there's some other way that you can help them with their copy. But regardless, just thinking, oh, well, I'm really good at emails, so I'm just going to write emails. That's not really the type of mindset you want to go into it with. Now, let's say they have everything rock solid, everything is good, and you want to send them some emails, that's okay. But what I'm saying is you need to look for the gap in their marketing. You need to look for the opportunities where your copy can make the money, and you need to explain that to them. But don't worry, I'm going to go over that as we go over these new methods. So guys, again, if you want clarification, just ask, because I reply down below in the comments. So if you have any questions on any of these methods at all, don't hesitate to ask. So the 5 new outreach methods and why they're so effective. Number 1 is the upfront value method. So what most people do when they're outreaching is they outreach to people and they wait to get a response. And then they offer them value. Hey, I created this awesome 3 email sequence that could help your business generate more leads and get more customers. Is it cool if I send it over? And then crickets, and they get ghosted. And again, this is one of the most common reasons why you get ghosted is because most people are not going to give you permission to send value. They just want you to send it without asking. Now, the risk here is that they don't ever open it. But if you show that there's a risk you're willing to take and you genuinely want to work with them, even though they might not ever even look at your free value, then that's going to, again, make you seem as the person who's willing to go above and beyond when everyone else doesn't want to do the work unless they know that their work is going to be seen. Now, don't worry, I have proof that this actually works. This is a copywriter that I used to work with, and he said, bro, I did the upfront method after only 4 outreaches. You're goated, man, I swear. He booked a call, 4 outreaches of just upfront value. Boom, just like that. And he actually hit 10K per month at 16 years old. He's 17 now, but guys, this was him closing a client just from the method that I've just revealed to you. So here's exactly how it should work. Number 1 is to get their attention. Now, this can be with email, Instagram, or any other platform. It doesn't really matter. But you want to send a harmless, non-pitching opener just to see if they can open your message on that particular app. The reason why you don't want to send value and not say anything beforehand is because you don't really know if they even check that inbox. If that inbox is just handled by like an automated AI bot and you sent them some value to there, I hate to break it to you, but the value probably isn't going to be seen. And sure, you could try to send it out on other platforms and be omnipresent, which is very helpful as well. But again, we want to have a little bit of a higher chance of it being open and seen. So when you get at least an open from them, so an open on Instagram or an open through email or some other platform, you can go to the next part. You can use Streak CRM, which is a software, to see who's opened your emails. So if you're sending emails or you're doing email outreach and you're like, well, I don't know if people have opened my emails or not, you can use Streak CRM and it will actually show you who's opened your emails and when. Next is to actually create the value and forget offering the value. Just create it for them and give it to them. Now, before I move on, this is very effective for 2 main reasons. One is because you probably write practice copy on a daily basis. If you don't, you need to, first of all, because you're not going to be able to get any clients if your copy sucks, disclaimer, but you should be creating copy every single day. So all you need to do is create copy for these businesses without actually working for them. And then eventually you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone because you're getting hired by clients and you're practicing your copy. Create value based on what they don't have or what can be improved. Email sequences, landing pages, etc. Forget offering value because everyone does it and they won't be interested. So next is to give the value. If the value that you give sucks, this method obviously won't work well for you. None will if your copy sucks. I'll be showing you how to make banger free value within another method in this video, so don't even worry about it. And then lastly, you want to offer the call after you give them the value. Now they say, that copy you sent me was really great. And you say, awesome, you want to hop on a call? Like, you want to make sure that they know what's going on and that you get some information from them. When you are too eager to hop on a call, it's too much. It's like you got to back up a little bit. You're being a little bit desperate. Some common responses. People have outreached and sent their free value and got responded by, damn son, this is pretty good. Now, if a potential prospect or a potential client is replying that to you, to your awesome free value, obviously that's a good sign. Or email response, hi, we like what we've seen and would love to connect with you to discuss the position further. This interview will be 60 to 90 minutes. Attached will be your 2025 vision document. We look forward to meeting you. Regards, Director of Operations. This is what happens when you go back and forth because, again, you've sent them some upfront value over email. And then another one, hi, I usually ignore all these kinds of emails. However, I appreciate the effort you put in. I'm happy to jump on a call with you if there's a way for us to work together. Best regards. When people love the value that you send, they will get the feeling of reciprocity, meaning if you do something nice for someone else, inherently, they are going to want to give you a shot or do something nice for you. Now, we can use that to our advantage with, of course, the first method, which is the upfront value method. But don't worry because we have more methods to go. Just like number 2, which is the Upwork method, something that I don't actually think I've ever talked about on this channel other than once. And we're going to talk about that here. Another one of my students, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. $1,125 startup fee with a 40% revenue share on all sales made, with the opportunity for a $2,000 per month retainer plus some rev share and referrals in the future. Great way is this to start off your copywriting journey. I believe this was his first client as well. But also I did a YouTube interview with one of my past students who actually got hired by Ty Lopez, 9-figure business owner and marketer, using Upwork. So that was pretty insane too. Upwork is actually a great place where you can start and get some really quick and easy deals. Usually you're not going to get the best deals in the world on Upwork. Sometimes they're going to be low paying. Also, you have to learn Upwork, and it's a brand new platform. It doesn't behave like things like Facebook or like things like Instagram that you already know how to use. So it takes a little bit of a learning curve, but if you can make it work, it can be a great way for you to actually get started and jumpstart your copywriting career. But there's also been another one. I hope every single one of you has been doing awesome. Wanted to pull through and share a very quick W with the fam. Scaled my second client from $500 a month to 1.5K per month retainer. And that was this same guy who got his first client here, and hopping on a call with a prospect to discuss becoming a potential third client. Genuinely pray for everyone's success as we push forward. So there you go, guys. Guys are literally getting their copywriting start just from Upwork. But if you want to know how it works, we'll go over that now. So here's essentially what it looks like. You build your Upwork profile first and foremost. Build a profile with a strong description of what you do, how you do it, and how you help people with your copy. Next is to create and send proposals. Create simple proposals that are unique and prove that you can help businesses. Then you want to build up your project catalog. This is going to prove to people using Upwork that you've had clients before in the past and that you've worked with, thus increasing your perceived value, showing that you have experience. Next is to pick jobs and bid for them. Now, this is more important once you've gotten your first start and gotten some clients and had some sort of testimonials. You'll do a lot better here. Have a complete and well-rounded profile with certificates and proof in order to perform this step. Search for jobs that suit your skill set and apply. Upwork is a very viable method. Of course, it comes with its own challenges. Like, there are very high intent buyers on Upwork, high intent people that are looking for copywriters. But with that being said, there are a lot of other copywriters. So this one might be something you want to wait for until you have some sort of starter client or some sort of experience or testimonial. But there have been students who got their first client from here, but that first client is usually not some super crazy high level, 5K per month retainer client or anything like that. So with that being said, Upwork, super awesome method. Now, me, myself, I'm not a master at Upwork. Luckily, I have the privilege of working with other copywriters who've made tons of money with Upwork. Some of Upwork's top copywriters, they're on my team and I learn my stuff from them. They also teach our one-to-one students, which is awesome. So here's an example, something that you might apply to. So you might search up sales copywriting and then come across jobs like this: copywriter, direct response, sales, video, e-commerce. They'll have a description of the job, and then from there, you can apply to those jobs. And the third method that we're going to be talking about today is the Facebook networking method. I haven't talked about Facebook outreach, I think, since around a year ago. I might have done a video on outreach on Facebook, but ever since then, I haven't really talked about it too much, but I've been developing a method with my students that's been working really well. Here's one, for example. Forgot to post this, but another client closed. He's chill, and we're doing bulk Facebook posts for his many private groups. $75 USD per post. $75 per post. How long does it take you to write a Facebook post? Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, $75, insanity. Plus commission for every lead he generates. Not even every single person who buys, every lead he generates. Happy days. Inbound lead too, as in this guy actually learned about him from Facebook, and then they connected and became friends on Facebook. Then he reached out to him asking what kind of copy he does, and then the deal was closed. Build your personal brand well, guys, and be yourself. Building your personal brand is something I've been talking about for a while now. I have videos on building your personal brand on Instagram, for example, but also building your personal brand on Facebook. Highly important. I'm actually going to have a little section on that here as well to show you guys how. So here's exactly how it works. Number one is you get relevant experience from your copywriting clients/deals. Facebook is a place where you definitely want some sort of proof before you go looking for clients and building a profile on there, because it helps a lot. Experience is crucial to make yourself known as an authority in your space. When you're a beginner on Facebook, you're classified as like the beginners. There's like 99% of those people who are beginners. They've never done the thing before, and those people are mostly ignored. Then you have the top 5 to 1%, and all these people actually conversate with each other. This is where your 7-figure and 8-figure clients just hang out. They just spend time on Facebook, friending other business owners. Without relevant experience, this method may not be worth starting for you. Next is to make Facebook posts that are a mix of casual and business/marketing related. Facebook posts are important because not only can you increase your perceived value, but they'll show up on your friend's timeline. So it's unlike something like Instagram, where Instagram you have followers. You follow somebody else with 500,000 followers, and they're probably not going to follow you back, even if you are famous. So on Facebook, for example, you ask to be their friend. And if you ask to be their friend and they say, yeah, your posts are going to show up on their feed, which means they're just going to see you. They have exposure to you. Next is to spend time in business-centered Facebook groups. Make posts inside that are valuable, or comment to other people, and essentially just make friends inside these groups. This will attract attention to your profile and also give you people to add on Facebook. Next, finally, last but not least, you strike up conversations with people. Only pitching should be soft pitching. You don't want to like outreach on Facebook, or like, I'm going to get clients by outreaching. That's not really what you're doing here. Instead, you're just building yourself a personal brand on Facebook, and then you're adding other people that might want to see, and then they're going to hire you. Chat with people about their businesses and get to know them. This way, you give yourself a chance to build long-term relationships with business owners. And here's a little bit more of that. Here's an example of a Facebook personal branding post from one of my students. Now, it's extremely simple, but highly effective. Email marketing isn't about making sales. It's about long-term game. You should use email to build strong relationships with your audience, because if you put your readers first, the sales will come. That's why compliments like this feel even better than short-term results. When subscribers enjoy your writing, they'll not only become your customer, but they'll also spread your name around town like a wildfire. And then he has a photo of somebody replying to an email that he sent out for his client. Thanks. Hope you have a good day. Keep those emails coming. I'm getting hooked. So someone getting hooked on the emails that he's selling. So again, this is another reason why having clients already is super important, because he's increasing his perceived value here. And this is the DMs of somebody who got that inbound lead as well that we were talking about. It goes like this. Hey man, what kind of copy do you typically write for your clients? Just email? So just because he came across his awesome email copy, now he's asking all sorts of questions. And then he asks him to clarify, no emails yet. These would be Facebook group posts, basically ghostwriting for me, admin of groups. I could chat GPT it, but would rather hire a human first and scale with GPT. So hire a human to do it first, and then use AI to kind of help them as they go. So another common question, is AI going to replace copywriters? Dude, people would just rather hire humans first and understand that AI is just going to help them scale later on, but humans come first. That's just how the good copy starts in the first place. So now we have the bonus follow-up method I was talking about, the meme follow-up. The meme follow-ups cannot be ghosted. They are completely ghost-proof, and I'll show you why. Yo guys, just used it, as in the meme follow-up, 6 hours ago. It freaking worked. After being ghosted for 2 weeks. How crazy is this meme stuff? Good one. Thanks, G. And this is what some memes might look like. He's probably thinking about other girls. Me. I wonder if Costin will answer me on Instagram. Or another one of my personal favorites that I made with a Snapchat filter. Oh, don't mind me. Patiently waiting for Costin to respond. Now, this is going to work extremely well simply because using humor decreases people's sales guard. So when you use humor, people don't feel that gross, yucky sales feeling, and they like you instantly a lot more. So now I need to mention, don't copy and paste these exact follow-ups for your own outreach, because everybody's going to do them now that I've given you some templates. What you should do is take this as inspiration, make your own memes, and send them out to your clients and use them when you get ghosted, because it is by far the best way to get unghosted. So, number 4, applying for copywriting gigs. I have another one here. Went on the meeting with an agency owner, talked a bit about business, told me he wanted to train me and work part-time for 2 months. 1 to 2 hours of work per day, which is basically nothing, and some training. $900 for the first 2 months, and then $1,400 to start. If he sees that I'm producing and I'm making his clients more money, salary can go up to $4,000 plus revenue share. So over $4,000 per month. And this is just from him applying to a gig. Look, watch, he'll see. you'll see. I applied to a digital marketing job and someone asked, oh, nice, like Upwork or, and then he said, yeah, it only took me 7 minutes after I applied to get a call back. He said, no, it wasn't Upwork. It was an application. I was browsing through applications on agencies and saw one and I decided to give it a shot. And just like that, potential 4K per month client. So here's what that looks like. It's very, very straightforward and simple. I don't know how much simpler I can make it. I wish I could make some sort of like in-depth tutorial, but Google search for job listings, search for job listing boards. So job boards, and then search copywriting on those job boards. Make sure you have a portfolio funnel built and optimized. If you don't understand a portfolio funnel, I have a video on my YouTube about portfolios and how to create them and how you don't just want to have your best copy in your portfolio. You also want to have things like testimonials, and you also probably want to have a Loom video of you introducing yourself. That way you're going above and beyond, but don't worry, we're going to talk about that more as we go on. And then next, you want to repeat this process and apply to job postings regularly. Really quite simple and straightforward. Like I said, I have free copywriting portfolio builder template right here in the link. That link will be down below. It's inside of the copy starter kit. So if you go down, find the copy starter kit and you get it there, then you'll be able to see everything. I have tons and tons and tons of templates and other things in there as well. So let's check it out. This is what it looks like. Essentially, this is the portfolio builder. I have it organized in what you want to have it as. And I also have the whole strategy for having your video in here so that when people come, it's more like a landing page, more like a funnel, and less like just a collection of emails. Again, outreach is all about standing out. It's not about just skills like people think it is. Of course, skills are important, but what you lack in skills, you can make up for in attitude and hustle. Last, but certainly not least, probably the best one is value maxing, the value maxing method. Kind of like looks maxing, but with a lot less mewing. So we're gonna take a look. Outreach using email. Instant reply. The impossible to ignore free value I sent over was what hooked the prospect. Got on a call, they liked my vision and agreed to a $1,000 discovery project to build out a welcome sequence for them. I'll also get 50% commission on every masterclass sale, and I'm looking to close them on a retainer in the near future. My 8th client so far. Why has he been able to make so many clients and make money with copywriting? Because the way that we show our students to create value. Hey man, I'll send you over 3 emails. You send them over a document with 3 emails inside. Not good enough. I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna cut it in 2024 going into 2025, bro. This is not enough. Next, we have another one. This guy sent value maxing essentially through Upwork as well. So this is what the client said. Man, your cover letter was awesome. And no need to apologize about speaking in your Loom. You sounded great. Seems like you could definitely be a great fit for what I'm looking for. I highly value the level of effort you put into the Loom as well as the doc you wrote out. So when people ask for a document, send them the document and the Loom. When you say you're gonna send people the Loom, send them a Loom video and a document and some other value on top. Now, if you don't understand how to create an awesome Loom video, guys, this channel is literally a discography of a whole bunch of different outreach methods. If I need to make a new outreach course, let me know down in the comments and I can make another complete, full, in-depth, deep new outreach course for YouTube for absolutely free. But I need to know if you guys want it first. So how do you actually go about value maxing? Consider sending a disruptor. In case you guys don't know, a video intro DM is essentially when you take your phone, you create a video, and you say, hey, my name is Tyson. I'm a digital marketer. Not sure if this is something you need right now, but essentially what I do is I help you get more leads and also make those leads worth more, make them more likely in buying. If that's something you're interested in or are open to discussing, let me know and I'll send you a DM and we can talk about it more. Then I would just take that video and I would send it out. What works even better is simply sending something 10 to 20 seconds, which is even shorter, and then just giving them the value. Because remember, like I said, you want to just give the value up front without asking. So that's also another thing that's super effective. Consider sending a disruptor. That's what a disruptor is. This can be something very simple and quick video of yourself, selfie style, introducing yourself and saying why you made the video for the prospect or the value for the prospect. Next is you want to compile value and details inside the document. Of course you want value, but you also want how the value can help that person. Base your value on something that the prospect can use. Create a simple and personalized value inside the document. Also consider adding things like your portfolio in there, how the value will make them more money, and or a short Loom video explaining your value and explaining what you're going through. So they ask for, or you say you're going to send them some emails. You send them emails with how the emails are going to help them, with a Loom videos breaking down the emails, and you also put your portfolio link in there so they can see all the past clients you've worked with. So you're actually using your past experience in your outreach, it's all about just becoming different from other copywriters. Nobody else is doing this. And if you actually master this and get good at this skill, especially value maxing, dude, it's done. It's over with. Next is a send over document link to the message. So you create all this value and then you get the link and then you send them over the link in Instagram or email. It really doesn't matter, right? I've shown you examples of doing it on Instagram, doing it on email, and also even in Upwork. Send the value that you've created over to them in the document. This method works on all platforms and also works quite well as a follow-up as well. So if you've followed up with some value and they ghost you, maybe you send a meme and they still ghost you. Well, you're still practicing, you're still writing copy. So you're like, you know what? This person has talked to me before, so I'll send them even more value. And then they're like, damn, this dude's doing even more. He's just on the ball. Maybe we should give him a shot. And then that's just how it goes. Guys, again, if you have questions, ask them in the comments. Don't be shy. I reply. That's it for today. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll put some more videos on screen right now that you can watch after this one. All right, everybody. Peace.